Hi, I'm Adam, one of the co-founders of Gamably. So one of the big things that we always got requests for as Gamably was getting started was for the ability for players to be able to buy real world items, and then for game managers to be able to track those, make sure they hand out the things that were purchased. We tried a bunch of different iterations, and the easiest way to go about it was just to create an item type called real world items. This is where you might sell pencils, you might sell, the ability to use a calculator or something like that, where as soon as a player buys it from the store or earns it in by completing a challenge or a level or something like that, that immediately shows up in your distribution list that you need to distribute, and the player knows that they should have an item coming. So we're going to talk about how to use those. They're really pretty simple, and they serve basically this one purpose. But let's talk about how we create real world items and how they show up in your action item list, and we'll go from there. Let's take a look. All right, so let's jump into this pirate game that we've been using for our tutorials. So we're going to start here on the home page, then we're going to go to manage elements like we do anytime we're creating something new. We're going to go into items, because this real world item is just like our other kinds of items that we created before, those inventory, the gameplay items. These are going to be real things that players can purchase, and then you will distribute. So like all of our other items, we give them a title. We're going to give this one, we're going to call this the pirate pencil. So player can purchase a pencil. I'll upload an icon here. Got a couple pencil icons. Let's do this one with the pirates flags on them. So we're going to choose this as a real world item. And the thing that sets this apart from the other types of items is that it doesn't show up in their inventory necessarily as something that they can use. When they purchase a real world item, it automatically gets discounted from the inventory. It shows up in your list of real world distribution, and then you know to give out this pencil to this player. So it doesn't have multiple steps. It's just they purchase it, and then you know you got to give it to them. So what we do here to keep track of the inventory is handle it here at the bottom underneath when we choose the real world item type. So this is where you will be able to update the inventory of pencils. So let's say you started out with 30 pencils. You click add. So on August 10th, we added 30 pencils. When I save this item, that's going to be the total number available. And as players purchase the real world items, that number is going to drop. So if you get 30 more pencils, all you have to do is come back, edit this item, and then put 30 more pencils in. And you can add there. Then the total would be 60, but then the claimed number, will subtract from that 60. So that's basically how the inventory works, and it's an easy way to keep track and make sure that when the inventory is empty, players can no longer purchase it. So that's important. When you're looking at the advanced options, you still have the ability to choose a category. We're not going to do that right now. The visibility, again, can players preview it? Are they able to earn or purchase them, or is it just disappeared from them altogether? We'll put this in the marketplace because that is really the basic purpose. We'll say 40 coins will get you a pencil. We don't need to worry about prerequisites here. You can put a limit on the number of times a player can earn or purchase this item. So if you don't want anybody to, you don't want them to be constantly buying pencils, and you say, well, you get 5 pencils that you can purchase, and then that's it until you want to reset this. So we can also set the dates of availability, but I'll leave that for right now. When I hit save item, it's going to say, are you sure you want to save it? And it's going to go into our list of items. So just like the inventory items, we have this pirate pencil here. So what's kind of nice about this, because there are 5 different types of items as we discussed in the last video. So this list could grow and become a little bit unruly, but we want you to be able to sort these pretty easily. So you can either sort by category, or you can look only at inventory items, or you can only look at real world items, and that might make things a little easier. You can also search. But now that we've got this pirate pencil here, we did say it was available to purchase in the store. If we go to the marketplace and we take a look at the store here on the manage side, now we can find this item here in the list of real world items. So this is the inventory or the game items. This one is the real world items. We can see this pirate pencil is available for 40 coins. If you wanted to remove it from the store, you can simply do that here. Then it won't be available to purchase. You can still give it out to players, or they can earn it by completing a challenge. If you want to add something back to the store, you go to the plus button here, and you can see any items that are not available in the store, and you can give them a price and add them that way. But we're just looking at it here. You can see that that's what it looks like. On the player's side, we'll go to the same thing. We're going to go to the marketplace, and we'll see here again, same thing. They see all of their inventory items. If they click on the real world button, now here is the pencil. The available inventory is 30. You can only purchase this 5 more times. So they have all this information here. We'll say, let's go ahead and purchase one as a player. So the player is going to go to the shopping cart. They see they purchased 1 pencil. It's going to take 40 coins away. That'll leave them with 80. Yes, we're going to complete this purchase. Once it's completed, we'll jump back to the manager side. Purchase completed successfully. Let's take a look at this. So now here we have in our real world distribution tab over here on the left, there's a little icon saying that there's a new one. And here we see Testy McTester purchased the pirate pencil on such a date. When you go and hand out the item to the player, you can click distributed and it takes it away. So you no longer see it on this list, but if you wanted to go back, you can say switch to pending or switch to completed and it'll show you all your completed distributions. You can switch back to the pending one. So again, that's how real world items work. It's pretty simple. You can be as creative, obviously, as you want to with this, but the purpose of this is so that players can purchase something that they physically get. So this is a really great way to have sort of a PBIS program. Players can earn coins. They can purchase something from your school store. It's a good way to manage that and keep it all digital. So hopefully this is something that you'll find useful as you use Gamably. Thanks for watching.